Welcome back to Mind Matters. I'm Emma, and I'm so glad you're joining us today.
And I'm Leo. It's great to have you with us. Today, we're diving into a really vital topic: how to build mental resilience.
It's a skill that's absolutely crucial in navigating all of life's ups and downs, from small daily frustrations to bigger, more significant challenges.
Indeed, developing resilience helps us not just survive, but truly thrive, no matter what comes our way.
So, to kick us off, let's really nail down what we mean by mental resilience. Simply put, it's that amazing ability we have to bounce back when things get tough. It's about recovering from adversity and adapting effectively when we face stressful situations in life. It's really important to understand that building mental resilience isn't about somehow avoiding challenges altogether. We all face difficulties, big or small. Instead, it's about learning how to cope with them effectively, how to navigate through them, and ultimately come out stronger on the other side.
Absolutely, Emma. So, for our first practical tip on building mental resilience, let's talk about cultivating self awareness. This is really about understanding your own emotions and how you react to different situations. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The goal is to notice what's happening inside you. What makes you feel stressed or anxious? What are your typical responses when you face a challenge? Recognizing these triggers and emotional patterns is truly the very first step. If you can identify, for instance, that a specific type of pressure at work always makes you feel overwhelmed, that awareness allows you to prepare for it, or even to change how you approach it next time. It's like having a map of your own emotional landscape.
Okay, for our second tip, let's talk about actively working on your problem solving skills. This is a big one because often when we face a challenge, we can get stuck just thinking about the problem itself, feeling overwhelmed. Instead, we need to shift our focus to finding solutions. So, the first step is to break down the challenge. Don't look at the whole mountain, look at the individual rocks. What are the specific parts of this problem? Once you've identified those smaller pieces, it makes it much easier to brainstorm solutions. Think broadly, don't judge any idea at first. Write down everything that comes to mind, no matter how simple or complicated it seems. And finally, and this is crucial, take decisive action. Choose the best solution or even just a good one and implement it. Sometimes the act of simply doing something rather than just dwelling on the issue can significantly reduce stress and build that sense of control and resilience. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
Our third vital tip is about building a strong support system. This really is crucial, Emma. It's easy to feel isolated when you're going through a tough time, but having a robust network of social connections can make all the difference. Think about it. Leaning on friends, family, or even mentors can provide so much. They can offer a fresh perspective when you're stuck in your own thoughts, giving you new ways to look at a problem. Beyond that, there's the invaluable emotional comfort they provide. Knowing you're not alone, that someone cares and understands, can significantly reduce stress and feelings of overwhelm. And let's not forget the practical help they might offer, whether it's advice, a helping hand, or just someone to listen. Don't underestimate the power of connection when it comes to mental resilience.
So, Leo, it's one thing to talk about these tips, but how do they actually look in our daily lives? Let's say someone is feeling overwhelmed with a big project at work.
Excellent point, Emma. First, with self awareness, they might notice that familiar knot in their stomach or the racing thoughts. That's the cue to pause and acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling stressed right now.
Exactly. Then instead of just spiraling, they could move to problem solving. Break that huge project into smaller, manageable tasks. Maybe identify the first three steps and just focus on those.
Precisely. And if they're still stuck or perhaps feeling isolated, that's where the support system comes in. They could reach out to a trusted colleague or even their manager for a quick chat to gain perspective or delegate a small part. It's not about doing it all alone.
Or what about a personal disappointment, like not getting a promotion you really wanted?
Again, self awareness is key. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment. Don't suppress it. Understand those emotions. Then, problem solving might involve reflecting, what did I learn from this? What can I improve for next time?
And that support system is vital there too, right? Talking to a friend or family member can help process those feelings, get a different viewpoint, and remind you of your strengths. It's about not letting setbacks define you, but learning and moving forward with support.
That's absolutely right, Emma. And it's really important to remember that building mental resilience isn't a destination we arrive at and then just stay there. It's truly a continuous journey, a process that evolves throughout our lives. There will be moments when we feel like we've taken a step back, or that our progress isn't as quick as we'd like. This is where patience and self-compassion come in. Setbacks are not failures. They are a completely natural and indeed valuable part of growth. They offer us opportunities to learn and adjust. So be kind to yourself as you navigate this path.
So, to quickly recap our discussion today on building mental resilience, we covered three key areas. First, cultivate self-awareness to understand your emotions and triggers. Second, develop your problem-solving skills by breaking down challenges and taking action. And third, build a strong support system you can lean on. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. Start incorporating these practices into your daily life, even in small ways, and always be kind to yourself as you grow. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Mind Matters. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time with us.
Indeed, we truly hope that the tips we've shared will be helpful on your journey to building stronger mental resilience. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Absolutely. Keep practicing, keep being kind to yourselves, and know that every small step makes a difference.
We'd love for you to join us again next time for another insightful conversation on Mind Matters. Until then, take care.
Bye, everyone.